Hello student, welcome to the new live session of physics. So we are here for the first time. Hello, what is your name, Shudhu Pratishod? I can't get it. What is your name? Please tell your real name in the comment section so that I will call you or I will address you with your real name. Okay. So students, a very good afternoon. Okay, welcome to the physics class for the first time for CBSE Board Class 10. Okay, today we will discuss about last 10 year paper solution. Paper 2025 outside Delhi. So we will make the solution and you will get the solution from this paper. Okay? Okay, Akash. How are you, Akash? What about you? So, चलो हम शुरू करते हैं अपना पहला क्लास. So we will discuss. Okay, at first. Okay, here is only you, Akash, and some more students. After they will join, I will start the class. So each and everyone, please join the new live session of CBSE Class 10. Okay, I will discuss about the physics part of the science, and you know that the biology part will take your Abhishek sir, and I will discuss about also the chemistry also in this paper. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so at first I want to know that how are you and what about you students? How is your preparation? So, let's go. At first, I will want to welcome you to the live session of Eduins. Let's get started. And you know that, but for today, I will also tell you about that the CBSE Class 10 have been started from tomorrow, from yesterday. So, today, I will take the first class of CBSE Board Physics. Then, the remaining subjects will get the classes each and every day in this week. So let's go. From 1st January, you know this have been started. So live classes you get 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. every day and without any cost. Okay, so and you will get live interactive classes, discussion forums, on request video lessons and personalized learning plan. For more information, you can contact with us with the number 907-333-5777 and you can visit us at www.eduins.in. Okay, and you will get each subject like physics, biology, maths, environmental science and Bengali. Okay, so okay. Then I will start the lesson. I am very excited for this class. So, Class 10 admissions for West Bengal Board also open for Madhyamik 2027. They will get trusted guidance for Madhyamik success. If you have any friend from WB or West Bengal Board, you can inform them that we will start from 5th Jan to 10th Jan, the class 10, Madhyamik 2027 batch. Okay, so they can get expert teachers, regular test and full syllabus support. There is so much limited seats here, so please enroll, hurry. Okay. We will discuss the first question. चलो देखते हैं पहला क्या है. In the following experimental setup of electrolysis of water, if P and Q are the gases collected in the test tubes enclosing the electrodes R and S, then select the option or options in which the matching is correct. So, okay, students. There is 4 options. You have to select the right one, or there is options. There is 2 options also correct. So let's get the answer. P, oxygen. R, anode. There is the P. R is anode and P, there we get oxygen. Is this correct? Or the second option is P is hydrogen gas, R is cathode, Q hydrogen gas, Q is hydrogen gas and S is cathode. Or the last option is Q is oxygen gas, S is anode. What will be the right answer? You have to comment me at the comment box. At the comment section, I will get your answer and I tell you that what is the correct answer after you send me the answers. Okay? Anyone from the student section? Okay? No one? I know you can do it. Please give the correct answer. If the answer is wrong, there is no offense. You should get to know the right if you give any answer. So, anyone from the student section who will answer it first? Okay, students. So, I will explain you. Okay? Let's get started. That P is oxygen and R is anode. What is the right answer? So, okay. Here is P is oxygen and this is anode. Now we have to know at the electrolysis of water what is in cathode will produce. There is oxygen and hydrogen that is produced. That we have to know that in anode what will produce, or in the cathode what will produce. You know that oxygen and hydrogen. Hydrogen produced in cathode tube and oxygen in the anode tube. And you have to know the basic concept that anode is positive. You know that very well. I know that anode is positive and cathode is negative. Cathode is negative. So the cations which are positive go to the negative electrode because negative attracts the positive ions. So cations go to the cathode tube. So and anode, we get the negative ions that we call anions. Anions which is negative go to the anode because anode is positive and positive attracts the negative. The anions there, after going to the anode, anion, what will do? Anion, they get their negative. What we get in the anode? Oxygen, because oxygen O2 minus go to the anode. And after rejecting some electrons, that quantity is 2. It gets positive, it gets neutral oxygen atom and we get neutral oxygen. So oxygen gas produced in the anode and we get R is the anode. So there is oxygen. This pair is correct. Only this pair is correct because in cathode there is hydrogen gas, but R is the positive section of the battery. So this must be anode. So Q is hydrogen gas and cathode. Q is hydrogen gas and cathode. So that hydrogen gas in cathode, this is the negative end of the battery. So this is cathode and they produce hydrogen gas. So this is also the correct option. So we get 2 correct options. At first P oxygen, R anode and Q hydrogen, S cathode. So P hydrogen, R cathode is wrong and Q oxygen, S anode is wrong. So we get 1 and 3 correct. So this is our answer. That 1 and 3 is the correct option. So, students, can you get it? If you have any query, please comment down so I will understand what will be your problem for this text. So, anyone from the comment section? Okay. I think you don't have any queries, so I have skipped this question, okay? And we will go to the next. Okay. The second one. You have three aqueous solution A, B and C as given below. A, potassium nitrate, B, ammonium chloride, C, sodium carbonate. The ascending order of the pH of these solutions is, there are four options, A, B, A less than B less than C, B less than C less than A, C less than A less than B, and B less than A less than C. So, what will be the ascending order of the pH of these solutions? Okay. First, you have to answer in the comment section. Then I will tell you the right answer. So, anyone from the comment section or anyone from you students who will answer it first? Okay, I will glad to tell you that for Madhyamik 2026 we have a special offer, that is last minute suggestion. Per subject it only costs 99 rupees. I have made for 2026 this suggestion of physical science for West Bengal board. So if you have any student as your friend in West Bengal board who will appear in 2026 Madhyamik, you can send this. Okay, please share this message with your friends. Okay, so what will be the answer? Akash, what about you? What do you think about that question in the screen? Anyone? Okay, no one. So I will answer it. You have three aqueous solution A, B and C. तो क्या है हमें? तीन सॉल्यूशंस है. अब उसमें A है क्या? पोटाशियम नाइट्रेट. सो पोटाशियम नाइट्रेट क्या होती है? A is equal to पोटाशियम नाइट्रेट. So we have to know the name. Potassium nitrate. What is its symbol? It symbolizes by KNO3, potassium nitrate. Okay, and then we get the B. B क्या है? B है ammonium chloride. So ammonium chloride. It is not so much confusing if you have the basic concepts clear. So you have to clear your basic concepts, and if you strengthen your base, then it will be no confusing. Okay, so ammonium chloride, it will not be confusing anymore. So join our class regularly, and you have to concentrate in your studies. Okay. So ammonium chloride, what is this? NH4Cl, you know. ठीक है, चलो फिर हमको हमें और क्या है यहाँ पर? C मतलब क्या है? सोडियम कार्बोनेट. सो सोडियम कार्बोनेट क्या होती है? सोडियम कार्बोनेट. ओके, सोडियम कार्बोनेट मीन्स NaCO3. Now we have to know that which one acidic or which one is basic. So we know that pH greater for base and it is smaller for acid. So there is, the options are A, B, C. That means C has greater pH. So C has greater pH and B has less than C and greater than A. So NH4Cl is not greater than in the pH scale than KNO3. So we have to take the right answer. Monojit. Hello Monojit. I am fine. What about you? How are you? तुम कैसे हो? Okay. So this is NaCO3 is greater. We know that. But KNO3 is greater than what? NH4Cl is less than from NaCO3 and also KNO3. So what will be the answer? Give the correct answer, student. So we know that NH4Cl has the less pH. So NH4Cl, then we get KNO3, then we get NaCO3. So for the ascending order, what will be the answer? NH4Cl, we know that as B. So B, KNO3 we know as A, and NaCO3 we know as C. So BAC. Where you get this match? In the option, at the option D. So the D is the correct answer. B less than A, less than C. So C is greater pH. So ওকে, হ্যাঁ হিন্দিতে বা ইংরেজি থেকে বাংলায় বললে অবশ্যই ভালো হতো, যেহেতু এটা সিবিএসসির ক্লাস। সো তোমাদের যেটাই সুবিধা হবে সেটাতেই করা হবে, যেহেতু এই টপিকগুলো ইংলিশে আলোচনা করতে হবে and there is some student from Hindi language, so I have to take the class in English or Hindi. So okay. So there is no query, then we get the correct answer and we go to the next question. So okay, what is the next question? So, student, hello. So, select from the following a statement which is not true. So, about burning of magnesium ribbon in air. So, first option is it burns with a dazzling white flame. Option B is a white powder is formed on burning. Option C is it is an endothermic reaction, and option D is it is an example of a combination reaction. So what will be your answer? Okay, very good. Shyamabodo Monojit, very good. Option B. Okay, but this is not the correct answer. I praised you because you give the answer. I like this courage. Okay. Okay, so Please write your real name in the comment section so I address you. So, at first option, we get that it burns with a dazzling white flame. It is absolutely correct, you know that. So, at first we have to know the reaction, okay? Two mg plus O2 is equal to 2 MgO. And with it, we get heat because this reaction doesn't absorb heat. Okay? It releases heat. So there is magnesium. 2 mole of magnesium with 1 mole of oxygen. This addition reaction, we get that 2 MgO plus heat. That is mean 2 MgO, magnesium oxide with heat. It produces heat or it releases heat. It does not absorb any heat. So, it burns with a dazzling white flame. It is correct. Absolutely correct. It burns with a dazzling white flame. It is correct. So, this is true. Okay, or I will write it as true. This is true. And option B is a white powder is formed on burning. A white powder is formed on burning. The magnesium oxide is appear as white powder. It is not a crystalline factor. You know that it is just like a white powder. So we get magnesium oxide as white powder. So this option is also correct and this is true. Option C is that it is an endothermic reaction. We know about endothermic reaction. Does you know what is endothermic reaction and what is exothermic reaction? Please write in the comment section. No, physical science is not a difficult subject. I will assure you that if you know the basic concepts that I tell you at the West Bengal Board classes, if you okay, then it is an endothermic reaction. It is true or false? We have to know it first. Endothermic reaction means that absorbs heat. So after the reaction, it is cooled down. And if it is exothermic reaction, then it produces heat or releases heat. That you know that calcium oxide with water, that you know that it produced CaOH whole 2 and with lot of heat. So this is also produce heat or releases heat. So this is not an endothermic reaction. What will we call it? An exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. So this is false. This is not true. Okay, about the reaction. It is an example of a combination reaction. Obviously, it is a combination reaction. 2Mg plus O2 combining we get the magnesium oxide. That is amount. What is the amount? 2 mole magnesium oxide. So the A, B and D options are true for this reaction. But the option C is not correct for the reaction. So we get the answer. Which is not true about burning of magnesium ribbon in here. So this point is not valid. So we get the answer. What will be the answer? Option C will be the answer. So we get the answer. Do you have any queries, students? You have lot of practices. Physics is not tough. It is so much exciting. At our regular life, we observe the natural phenomena which are physics. So this is not tough. Okay, I have to tell you something. So MCQ test series, that 7 paper special offer, exam oriented MCQ practice, which will be at a real exam pattern, boost exam confidence, that boost your exam confidence. So there is limited seats. So hurry up students. You only get at rupees 500. So book your seat now. So you don't have any query. Okay, students, so let's go for the next question. Okay. So this is the chemistry part, and you know that this is organic chemistry. So I know this is physics class, so this chemistry part, I will check this chemistry part. So take a look at this question. A hydrocarbon which does not belong to the same homologous series of carbon compound is. Homologous series. You know about homologous series, students? Do you know? Tell me in the comment section. What do you know about the homologous series of carbon compound? This is the beauty of organic chemistry. So, which will be the answer? Anyone from the student? Can you give me the right answer? Which option is not the homologous series of carbon compound? And I will glad you to inform you that class 11 and 12 last minute preparation have been started. So it will cover second semester and fourth semester for arts and science stream. You will get the expert teachers, revision for semester exam, exam oriented guidance. So enroll now. If you have any elder sister or brother or their friend, please inform them that we have started class 11 and 12. They will get per subject only on rupees 299. So there is so much limited seat. So please enroll now. Okay. Then what will be the answer? Okay. Hello Raj. This is CBSE Board Exam question. So you have to know English. A hydrocarbon which does not belong to the same homologous series of carbon compound is. Okay. You know about, okay, I know. You will appear in the Madhyamik examination 2026 and you already got all the classes from our Eduins. तो चलो इसका आंसर हम देख लेते हैं कि C4H10 होते हैं या फिर C6H14 या फिर C7H14 या फिर C11H22. इसमें से कौन सा करेक्ट है ये हमको जानना है. तो पहले हमको क्या देखना है कि इसमें से एल्केन कौन सा है. So what will be this? C4H10. We know that we know about alkane. We know about 3 stages at saturated and unsaturated carbons. So alkane is the saturated and the unsaturated carbon compounds are alkene and alkyne. You know that very well. Alkene and alkyne. Okay. Those 3 have 2 parts of carbon compounds. One is in the part of saturated and the remaining 2 on the part of unsaturated. So, what is the saturated? They have only one bond, single bond. If carbon bond is more than one, just like 2 or 3, that will be called unsaturated carbon compound. So for C4H10, you know that the symbols for them, what will be the symbol? You know that, students? What will be the formulas? You know the formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. And for alkene, we know that CnH2n, and for alkyne, we know that CnH2n minus 2. So we have to know that is this saturated carbon bond or unsaturated? So at first we know that C4H2 into 4 plus 2. So this is the CnH2n plus 2. So this is alkane and we call it butane. You know that it will call butane because it has 4 carbon and has single bond. You know that very well, I know. So let's get to know with it. Okay. So विस्तार से हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, तुम्हें पता ही है, फिर भी मैं बोल दिया तुमको. So देखो क्या है इसमें. So this is alkane and this is C6H2 into 6 plus 2. This means C6H14. This is also alkane. And this is CnH2n. This is alkene. And okay, and this is alkene, and this is also C11H22, C10H22, sorry, C10H22. This is also alkene. So there is only one difference here. That will be C7H14. So this alkene will not the homologous series. So this will be the homologous series. And we also know that homologous series means C2H4 differs. So that if you add it C2H4, you will get C6H14. And then after C10H22, you get 6 to 10. So 2 times C8H18 and plus C2H4 means C10H22. So you can calculate by this formula also. So do you have any query for this question? So the right answer is C17H14. Do you have any query, students? If you don't, then I will go to the next question for you. So, okay, I think you don't have any query. The color of the solution observed after about 1 hour of placing iron nails in copper sulfate solution is the color. What will be the color? So the question states that the color of the solution observed after about 1 hour of placing iron nails in copper sulfate solution. So iron means Fe and copper sulfate means CuSO4. So what will be the answer, students? Anyone from the comment section? Who will answer it first? Anyone? So anyone? Okay. So I have to answer it. So let's get know the correct answer. So there is the displacement reaction. You know about displacement reaction? There is the solution of CuSO4. You know about copper sulfate, CuSO4? This is the bluish color solution. So plus, then we get copper sulfate. After we get copper sulfate, then we get the Fe. Because of we placed iron nails in the copper sulfate solution. So there is the displacement reaction. You know about displacement reaction, students? Do you know what is the displacement reaction? Anyone? So I will tell you the story. Fe. Fe is alone. It is the molecule iron. This displaced Cu. So Cu is displaced by iron. So it takes copper's place. So it make family with sulfate. So this make ferrous sulfate and this is displaced. So it will be alone as Fe. So this is the displacement reaction. Now we have to know the color. Ferrous sulfate. We know iron has two valency. One is 2 and the other is 3. So if we call it ferrous sulfate, then it will be the 2. It is ferrous sulfate because SO4 have -2 in valency. So Fe has +2. So if this valency is 2, what will be it called? It's called ferrous. So this is the ferrous sulfate. And what will be the color of ferrous sulfate? Pale green. So what will be the color of the aqueous solution? The solution become pale green. So this is the correct answer. You know that reddish brown color for ferric sulfate, but this is ferrous sulfate. Okay? This is the correct answer. Do you have any query, students? If you have any query, comment at the comment section, that I get to know that where is your problem and I will solve it in this live session. So, okay, I think you don't have any query. So, let's see the next question. क्या है इसके बाद? Juice of tamarind turns blue litmus to red. वो है litmus जो कभी अपना रंग बदलते रहता है. So the blue litmus turns into red. It is because of the presence of chemical called. इसमें क्या है जिसके लिए एसिडिक हो रहा है? So acidic acid, methanoic acid, oxalic acid, tartaric acid. Okay, you know that blue litmus turns to the color red by acid. If there is presence any basic compound, then the red litmus turns into blue. So there is something acidic. So which acid? Tamarind has which acid? Acidic, methanoic, oxalic or tartaric? So what will be the answer, students? Do you have any idea which acid? So students, which acid? Okay, tartaric acid. Tamarind consists with tartaric acid. So the correct option is the option D, and the answer will be tartaric acid. Okay. So do you have any query? You know that apple consists with malic acid and citric acid. Which fruit consists of citric acid? You know that? Lemon. चलो. So ये तो हो गया. इसके बाद हम देखते हैं क्या है. चलो. The water of crystallization is present in bleaching powder, plaster of Paris, washing soda, baking soda. So पहले नंबरिंग किया जाए, फिर इसका आंसर क्या है बताओ. ठीक है. पहला ऑप्शन क्या है? ब्लीचिंग पाउडर. दूसरा है प्लास्टर ऑफ पेरिस. उसके बाद वॉशिंग सोडा और आखिरी में है बेकिंग सोडा. तो क्या है इसका जवाब? किसको पता है? Okay, no one. Okay, we have to know about the formulas at first. So after that, we will get the answer and we will get to know the answer. So let's make it easy for you students. At first, we know the bleaching powder. We know the formula of bleaching powder. Anyone? Do you have any idea of the formula of bleaching powder? That is CaOCl. That means CaOCl whole 2. CaOCl. This is the bleaching powder. So I have to write down there. Okay. And now, plaster of Paris. What will be the formula of plaster of Paris? Anyone? Have you any idea? CaSO4 and half H2O. So we get one that has crystallization of water. So water of crystallization present at the plaster of Paris. And then this is not the answer because we don't have calculate the remaining two options. So at first we have to get to know the remaining options. Washing soda. Washing soda. What is the formula of washing soda? Na2CO3. Na2CO3, 10H2O. 10H2O. And the last one is baking soda. You know about baking soda? Everyone know about baking soda. So, sodium bicarbonate. Students, sodium bicarbonate. NaCO3. That's all. Nothing more. So, what will be the answers? At first, we get water of crystallization at the plaster of Paris and at the formula of washing soda. So, there are two options is correct. So, there is option A states that 2 and 4 are correct. But we know that 2 or 4 is not correct. So, this is not the right option. And for the option B, we get to know that 2 and 3. That means plaster of Paris and washing soda. That will be the correct answer. So, we have evaluated the answer. So, we know that this is the correct answer. So, the answer is option B. Do you have any query, students? So, we make sure that our base and the concepts must be clear so that we can easily answer the questions in the test. Okay, and then last minute suggestion of Madhyamik 2026, the most expected exam questions prepared by us from the behalf of Eduins. You can purchase only on rupees 3,000. You will get 4 set test papers. It is for the West Bengal board. If you have any friends of West Bengal board, please inform them. So, because exam is very near, so there is no time to waste. We have to study hard. So, we will get the result. So students, this is the answer. This is clear for you. So, now we have to get to know the next question. So, get the next statement of the question. Okay. ठीक है, चलो देखते हैं फिर इसमें क्या है. Identify from the following the ray diagram which shows the correct path of the reflected ray from the ray incident on a concave mirror as shown. You know about concave mirror? There are two types of mirror. क्या है वो? Two types क्या है? एक तो है concave and दूसरा है convex. You know the two well. This is the convex lens. You know that. Convex lens is used for treatment of hypermetropia, and for myopia we use the concave lens. You know that, I know, but this is the mirror. This is not the lens. So there is four diagram. So which will be the correct option? What do you think, students? Okay, what will be the correct answer? And for West Bengal students, next mock test from Eduins 5th January and 12th January, there are two slots. You know that. Exam oriented practice you can get from here. So this is real exam. This will be held as real exam pattern. So you know that the seat is limited and you will get 7 paper only on ₹2000. So hurry up and book your seat because this is the limited deal offer. So, okay, then back to the question. So what will be the answer? So, what will be the answer, students? What do you think? And also, I have the information that I will glad to inform you that the biology part of the science will be taken by Abhishek sir. So, I will only teach you the physics portions and also the chemistry. So, what will be the answer, students? Anyone? Okay. There is no reflection. Is it correct? Okay, there is some technical glitch. So, again, we have to complete our class. So, what will be the answer, students? Okay, we have to know the answer. This is not the correct because there is no reflection here. So there is identify from following the ray diagram. This is not correct. And this is, what will be the second option? Option B, where we get that there is from C. The reflection, what will be the reflection? This is not correct because this intersects of C. But if a ray parallel to the main axis, that is not intersect C, that intersect the focal point. So this is the correct option, and this is also not true for this diagram. So what will be the answer? Option C is the correct answer. So this is the correct diagram. So now, do you have any queries, students? Then we have to get the next question here. So, okay, the next question. The incorrect statement about ozone. You know about ozone layer O3. Oxygen and oxygen, this is molecule, and one is atom. That combining these two, we get O3. So, it is a deadly poisonous gas. B, it shields the surface of the earth from UV radiation from sun. Option C, it is used as a refrigerant and the fire extinguishers. And D, it is formed by combining oxygen molecule with free oxygen atom. Which is incorrect? What is the question? Which is incorrect statement? So, from this option, which is incorrect? Which option is incorrect? At first, I tell you about that oxygen molecule with the free oxygen atom, we get ozone gas. So, this option, this states at the option D. So, it is formed by combining oxygen molecule with free oxygen atom. This is true. This is not incorrect. So, now, it is a deadly poisonous gas. Yes, it is a poisonous gas. So, this is also true. Option B. It shields the surface of the earth from UV radiation from sun. You know that at the stratosphere layer, the ozone surface absorbs UV radiation. So, it shields us from the UV rays. So, this is called natural sunscreen also, the ozone layer. So, this statement is also true. And it is used as a refrigerant and in fire extinguishers. So, do you use the ozone as a refrigerant or fire extinguishers? No, not at all. So, this is the incorrect statement. So, this is the incorrect statement. So, the answer becomes option C. So, this is the correct answer. It is used as a refrigerant and in fire extinguishers. So, okay? Now, the next question is, okay, there is assertion. So, assertion and reason. Carbon and its compound are our major sources of fuels. So, most of the carbon compounds on burning releases a large amount of heat and light. So, what will be the answer? Option A is both assertion and reasons are true and the reason is correct explanation of the assertion A. B, both assertion A and reason R are true and reason R is not the correct explanation of the assertion A. And C, assertion is true but reason is false. And assertion A is false but reason is true. What will be the answer? At first, we have to get to know the assertion and reason. Okay? So, what will be the answer, students? Okay. There is carbon and its compounds are our major resources of fuels. Of course, it is our major resources of the fuels because fuels, LPG, petroleum, coal. This is the source of our fuels, and carbon is the main element of these sources. So, carbon and its compounds are our major sources of fuels. It is also true. It is absolutely true. So, and the reason, most of carbon compounds on burning releases a large amount of heat and light. Of course, if carbon compounds on burning doesn't releases large amount of heat and light, we does not use it like fuels, as fuels. So, we use this is as fuels because of its heat energy and the light energy. So, the option A is the correct. Both assertion and reason are true, and the reason is correct explanation of assertion A. So, this is the correct option, which is A option. Okay? So, there is any query? Anyone? Anyone? Do you have any query? तो चलो, इसमें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. इसके बाद का क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम है या नहीं. चलो. ओके. पहला assertion क्या है, इसमें क्या बोला है देखो. In the common domestic circuits, the earthware is connected to a metallic plate buried deep inside the earth. And उसका reason क्या है बोला? Earthware ensures that any leakage of current to the metallic body of the appliance keeps its potential to that of the earth, so the user may not get a severe electric shock. Okay, so what will be the answer? Okay, so after explaining the assertion and the reason, you can easily give the answer. So the assertion is, in the common domestic circuits, the earthware is connected to a metallic plate buried deep inside the earth. Of course, it is true. That's why it's called earthware, because it buried deep inside the earth. So this is called earthenware. So this is true. The assertion is true. And the reason, earthware ensures that any leakage of current to the metallic body of the appliance keeps its potential to the of the earth, that of the earth, so the user may not get a severe electric shock. That is why the earthware has the bigger pin and larger pin, so the user may not get a severe electric shock. So this is also true. This is the reason of the assertion. So the answer will become A. So both assertion and reasons are true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion A. Okay, this is the answer. So this is the last question for today. So we will meet again the next class of physics. So, I hope you will like the class. And I will glad to inform you that again, that's our Eduins will launching class 10 admissions for Madhyamik 2027. So, if you have any query, call or WhatsApp at 700-3463-652 or 933-0738-389. And you can visit our website at www.eduins.in. There is so much limited seats, so hurry up and inform your friends. So, make sure you will inform them about the Madhyamik 2027 batch. It will be started from January 5th or 10th. So that's about the class. Okay. We have to finish our class. And again, I will tell you that Eduins special offer, that last minute suggestion, you can get it only on ₹99 per subject. We made it. So please grab the offer. So for any query, contact 907-333-5777. Okay, so this is our class for today. Hope you liked the class, and we will meet at the very next class. So bye for today. And I will wish you to have a great evening. So bye, students. Hope you enjoy the classes. Please subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. For that, you get the first notification. So, bye.